being
away.
that cyber insurance is so important for organizations, when you're going through this planning process and you think that you may be down, 5 days, 7 days, 20 days, whatever you settle at, how do you evaluate the amount of insurance to be able to get to be able to protect yourself financially in the event that you do go through a breach? How do you evaluate that?
Yeah, the best way is going to be having a broker that is actually really good at cyber insurance that can help you understand how high of a limit you can get, um, help you understand like maybe what similar organizations that have had incidents have experienced in using their policy. Um, but most organizations can kind of do the calculation. Now, I'm very involved in the insurance industry from my lens. I've never sold insurance. I've never like set limits or anything. But what I see organizations doing is saying, okay, our IR plan that I just talked about with our realistic restoration timeline is six days. So you know that you have 6 days of potential nearly full business interruption where you're probably not making any revenue or maybe just partial. So how much revenue are you going to lose in those 5 days? Most insurance has like a 24-hour time before business interruption kicks in, meaning if you restore within whatever you lose in that 24 hours is covered by you. I might not be explaining that correctly, but then business interruption kicks in. So however much money you're going to lose in those days is how much insurance coverage that covers business interruption you should try to get. But then you also need to add in the other components. It's not uncommon for organizations to have to pay a $300,000, $500,000, $1 million plus ransom. Now, if you're the size organization like the ones that you hear in the news that get ransomed, you're in a whole different ballpark of insurance. You're talking insurance towers and tens of millions of dollars of coverage. But if you're a more common middle market organization, you probably need to plan for 500,000 to $1 million in a ransom. If you did unfortunately have to pay one, again, hopefully you don't. But then your broker can help you understand the other costs of an incident, like the litigation, the data breach coverage. So all of the expenses add up quickly. Now, most organizations will find that depending on your security practices, you can get 2 million in coverage, 3 million in coverage. $1 million is very common from what we see. So sometimes, depending on how secure you are, you may need to shop around a bit to get enough coverage to cover your estimated losses. But a good broker will help you dive deep and understand all that and get you in a really good spot. We have a insurance broker partner team that we've vetted and we know are great at cyber insurance, just teams that we regularly work with. So feel free to reach out to the Richie May team and we can coordinate if anybody needs help doing that analysis or finding the right type of broker, because they don't all specialize in this.
Yeah, I appreciate you touching on that, because I think sometimes people are like, yeah, we got $1 million of insurance, or we have $2 million of insurance. And that seems like a really big number. But when you start backing in all of the cost to an incident, you find out really quickly that $1 million to $2 million scratches the surface. So to your point, having a really good broker that can help build that out for you and make sure that the executive leadership team understands what the cost of an event could take place, it'll help you guys, protect against this. Because the last thing you want to do is put insurance in place thinking that you're covered. You end up superseding the cost of the insurance or the coverage of the insurance. And now, again, you're out of pocket a significant portion of dollars.